On the news at 7, federal government reiterates commitment to making health key pillar of the renewed hope agenda. Izon Association reaches out to widows in Abuja. And Academic Staff Union of Universities Cafe chapter demands an end to spate of kidnap of students and staff. Glad to have you join us on the 7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the unity station. I am Abdullahi Ajia with the news. First, we'll begin from the presidency, where the National Executive is to present a supplementary budget of about 2.2 trillion naira to the National Assembly's approval for additional expenditure under the 2023 fiscal year. This follows the approval given by the Federal Executive Council to the request this Monday. Details of this in our subsequent bulletins. Talking health now, Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Ali Pate, and the Secretary Health Services and Environment Secretariat, Dr. Adedolapo Fashewe, both have reiterated that health is the key pillar of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Shuaibu Onuzi Yakubu tells us more.
So thank you very
Providing
much.
and empowering young girls positively is an investment for the future of nations. Collaboration towards this achievement is what informed the Susan Buffet Foundation's visit to Nigeria. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Ali Pate, and Secretary Health Services and Environment Secretariat, Dr. Adedolapo Fashewe, received the representative of the Susan Buffet Foundation at the Kuchigoro Primary Healthcare Center for an inspection on healthcare delivery in the area.
Now that we have other vaccine-preventable diseases, including for cancer, we believe that our traditional leaders will continue to play the role to educate our people. Take diphtheria, a very simple disease that has already afflicted thousands of children in this country. 98% of those who have had diphtheria in Nigeria were not vaccinated. So it tells you that if they had been vaccinated, they would not have that.
Representative of the Susan Buffet Foundation highlighted some of the core focus of the foundation, top of which is to support women and girls.
I think we can collaborate with government to tackle preventable maternal and child deaths and help communities realize, empower them, give them the knowledge, the resources, the information they need to make sound decisions.
The truth of the matter is our health systems need strengthening. Some of these situations, when we set up a panel for a situation like this, it is for one, to bring closure to the incident of the...
The visit is coming at a time when campaign is being strengthened on protecting adolescent girls from cervical cancer with the introduction of human papillomavirus vaccine into the routine immunization schedule. Oloze Yakubu, NTA News.
A non-governmental organization, the National Association of Sea Dogs, has called for continued support of the federal government, stakeholders and individuals in the fight against unhealthy society. The presidents of the association made this known during a medical outreach program in Paza Community, Cuba, Bari Area Council of the FCT. Hadiza Godwin Ebune tells us more.
The National Association of Sea Dogs is primarily concerned with ensuring a better life for underprivileged, orphans, and the vulnerable. The association has embarked on different projects in the past to ensure that they meet their mandates. National Association of the Sea Dog has now expanded its frontiers with a new project tagged the Village Doctor. President of the association says Nigeria must not wait for government to do everything, as complementing government efforts will go a long way in tackling healthcare issues in communities.
This is the gap we are bridging, and then we are using this opportunity too to call on government to see how, medical care can be taken to communities. What we have here today is a home grown model by the confraternity, and it can be adopted to do more reach out.
We are looking for the unreached, We discovered that in this community, there are 3 villages and there is no single health services or health post in the community. So we felt this community for long has been deprived of basic necessities of life. So we decided to choose this among the other 5 we have surveyed.
This is not going to be a one-off because this is what NAS has done since their existence. And so when the approach came for us to partner with them, it was an express yes to go with them because their philosophy, resonates with our vision.
The medical outreach ranges from different free medical tests, eye checks, distribution of free medical glasses and treatments. Beneficiaries say it is a welcome idea as it has enabled members of the community who could not afford or access healthcare get treatment.
Appreciate them because they did not ask of any money. They collected, as in they did it free for us. I'm so happy. I appreciate them. They tried.
There is several times that I used to go hospital to go and check how my eye problem is. But till today I never get the solution. So I shall hear say that they are here today. I make a say come.
The association said their mission is keeping a healthy society in line with the mandate of the present administration.
Understanding the teachings of Islam through proper Islamic education has been identified as the best legacy parents can bequeath to their words. This was the central message of various speakers at the second Speech and Prize Giving Day celebration of Zaid bin Thabit Education Center, Katampe, Abuja. Ramatu Abdullahi brings us details.
Eloquently showcasing their prowess in the Arabic language and understanding of the etiquettes of Islam, the students of Zaid bin Thabit Education Center, Katampe, set the tune for the business of the day. It is their speech and prize-giving day, an important event in their life at the center, which is looked forward to every year as it is an avenue to receive recognition for their hard work and dedication. In their quest to gain Islamic knowledge, the students undergo studies in the Quran, Hadith, Islamic jurisprudence, and history, among others, to make them exceptional in virtues and high moral standards among people.
Number 4, read with your right hand.
I was very happy, and because I studied hard and I concentrated in class, that's why I got overall best.
Prizes were given for punctuality, hygiene, well-behaved in class, and overall best. Head teacher of the school, Ibrahim Muhammad, said the center is well structured to achieve academic excellence.
Some of our children, alhamdulillah, they can speak Arabic. We have children that have memorized 2 hizb, some that have memorized 4. We have some that have even memorized 10 hizb.
Guest speakers at the event advised parents to support the education of their wards, as many distractions abound in society.
I'd like to give a strong commendation to members of staff, management of the school.
They have a firm foundation in the knowledge of the deen. Even if they deviate one time or the other, they will inshallah come back to it.
We are grateful to Allah for having the school, for impacting Islamic knowledge and tarbiyah.
Some teachers were also recognized for their efforts.
Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Nasarawa State University Chapter, KEFI, has staged a peaceful protest demanding an end to the recent spate of kidnap of students and staff of the academic institution. Mohammed Awalu tells us more.
These are students of Nasarawa State University, KEFI, rushing for lectures from different routes. Of recent, the school faced security challenges, which led to the kidnap of 2 lecturers at different times. Though released, and 4 students that were rescued by military personnel from 177 Guards Battalion, KEFI. Worried by the trend, Academic Staff Union of Universities, KEFI chapter, staged a peaceful protest demanding proactive measures from the management of the academic institutions to curb the security threats.
We are calling on the government to rise up to responsibility, the Vice Chancellor and the Council to rise to responsibility and ensure that people are safe in this university.
This is an ugly incident that we find it bitter to understand why it should happen consistently.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics of the university, Professor Abdullahi Modibo, says measures are taken by the authority to nip the threat in the bud.
We are working very hard to build, operate, and transfer policy, PPP arrangement, to get willing investors to come and invest in hostel accommodation so that we can decongest all these shanty areas.
Students acknowledge the effort of the university leadership in halting the ordeal, appealing for more collaboration between the school and relevant security agencies.
Security units, they are working with the police and all of that, so we hope in few days' time, in coming days, probably there will be changes.
A secured environment is a developed one. From Kefi, Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
Conceived with the vision to unite the Muslim community, the Abuja Muslim Forum has continued to strive to propagate Islam and promote Islamic values for more than 3 decades. In furtherance to this, the religious group inaugurated a new executive council to lead Muslims in the FCT in the ways of Allah and true Islamic brotherhood. Yours sincerely reports. On the occasion of the inauguration of the 7th Executive Council of the Abuja Muslim Forum, old and new members attended to chart a way forward for the Ummah, irrespective of sect or denomination. Islamic scholars and speakers x-ray issues of progress and challenges for the religious organization, proffering solutions for the way forward.
Incidentally, I happen to be part of the pioneer members way back in the 1990s. And the focus essentially is on the unity of the Ummah. And there's a lot that can be achieved when you are united.
Muslims are models wherever they are. And that is what Muslim Forum is, to present the best model in every aspect of life for people to copy and to imbibe with for the success of their living.
We are going to ensure that all other organizations are brought together as one umbrella. A lot of us, along with the organizations, have been doing things differently. We should not be. Islam is just one.
Rejuvenation of faith, fear of Allah, financial independence, the lead speaker, Sheikh Muhammad Tajuddin Adigun, maintains are imperative for greater achievements today and in the future.
The beautiful thing about them is that their loyalty is given to all Muslims across different sects and organizations. And that actually, we must appreciate them for that. What we should do now at this point is to sit back and see what we can do newly.
The 11-member Executive Council, which is to serve for a period of 3 years, received advice on the need for wider consultation and visionary leadership. Women wing of the Christian Association of Nigeria, WAWICAN, have identified prayer as the best solution to the peace and security challenges confronting homes and Nigeria at large. This was brought to the fore during their 29th Annual National Convention held in the Federal Capital Territory. Sandra Akeme was there for NTA.
The convention, which bore the theme, "My peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth," is to honor the Lord for his continuous mercies and kindness to families and the country. Chairperson and President of WAWICAN, Deaconess Ambassador Bola Ihesolu, urged women to be steadfast in the work of the Lord. She further congratulated all awardees and encouraged them not to relent in their good works.
It's good for us as mothers to bring up our children, because the nation wants good children. They will be the leaders of tomorrow.
CAN is working together to be able to speak with one voice on issues of mutual concern. And we work for the well-being of every Nigerian.
At the opening of the convention, WAWICAN honored the FCT Minister Yesom Wike alongside other notable personalities.
He mandated that as his pioneer mandate secretary, I must come and give his voice, not as a woman, but as a principal who has principally positioned women in the Federal Capital Territory.
Women should be encouraged to work together
for their well-being, the well-being of their family, and the well-being of the nation Nigeria.
It's an indication that you should do this with a goodwill, and I keep the message, I keep the invitation to work also with a goodwill.
Wawikan has been collaborating with the United Nations Women and other donors to empower women across the globe. In Abuja, Sandra Akemi, NTA News.
16 widows have received succor from the Izon Association in Abuja. The event, which had daughters and wives from Niger Delta region of the country, also had new sets of executives to serve for the next 3 years. Sefia Noma Uche reports that the empowerment program is a yearly event.
The yearly event had illustrious daughters and wives of Izom ethnic group beautifully dressed to put smiles on the faces of the widows. The association, which has been in existence for many years, empowers the Izom women and girls, promote their culture and traditions, and ensure that members live in harmony.
Make them feel they are belonging, make them feel they are appreciated, that being a widow is not the end of, there is still hope in being a widow.
We are helping the
Chairman of the occasion, Senator John Kofo Brambafa, and other distinguished guests lauded the initiative.
We must appreciate that widowhood is inevitable. It can happen to anybody. When it happens to you or your relation, you must give a helping hand. That's what they are doing.
And if they haven't got children.
With the support of their sons and husbands, the group provides a platform for those in pain to voice out.
I use this opportunity to thank them. Let God Almighty bless them, give them the strength and wisdom to pilot the affairs of the women fold.
The association, which has carried out several charitable works and still counting, calls on privileged individuals to partner with them to make the world a better place. Safia Noma Uche, NTA.
4 games unbeaten run came to an end after the defeat to Rivers United in Port Harcourt. Former champions Rivers United secured a late 1-0 win over their visitors, Lobby Stars. However, it was an interesting matchup all around as Shooting Stars in Ibadan came from behind to defeat Doma United 3-1. Shooting Stars have won 3 of their first home games this season. Katsina United came back twice to beat Sunshine Stars 3-2. In Yenugua, Robert Mizo continued his impressive scoring form as he scored a brace in Bayelsa United's 2-1 win over Aqua United at the Samson Siasia Stadium. Still talking football ahead of the second leg of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games qualifier, the Lucy of Ethiopia have arrived in Nigeria for the game against the Super Falcons slated for Tuesday. To boxing promoter Eddie Hearn says Tyson Fury's performance against former UFC champion Francis Ngannou showed that Anthony Joshua would knock Fury out inside 6 rounds if the heavyweight rivals were to ever meet in the ring. Fury survived a knockdown and avoided the first loss of his professional career when he was named as a split decision winner against Ngannou in Saudi Arabia. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
Thank you. That's the English segments of the news. Up next is the translations. Good evening. I am Abdullah Hajia.
azani ba jelo ba ke ba wai mise ko en kwa wai wona na wo abuda zaza ishe andaje suma woni ye wa guba mai minister in sapa lafiya ya Dr. Ali Pate bada niya kayan kai in sapa lafiya ya injesun nun ayo Dr. Ade Dolapo Fatsawe bagnabe nun abami abwa ayetu shi ayi kitiko dayan nye Bola Tinubu lafiya nan ya kone jin ebe kmasi nu aba kawekpa ozanwa le sheba we be na bedai Shaibu Onoze Yakubu wa gnage agnadile da de nu jigba nu ayiko be kuchingoro onko le na nu otinzin dan osa nu ba be din ba ga aza ayo kan ya je apma mba lo nu abi aza ko ya ba na ba e ba jin ba lo na bi ba go ati osa nu ajin lo aiga nche ba ye na bwa do gbodo gbin lafiya yan kwa kun nu otin sudan ya ba gnage ajinde nu na ba ile ye abu doko sí kò é yìí na ọkùnrin nù kó yẹ abu gbọn sí tọkọ ìlànà. Àyìn gba egun àwòtí egun tẹ̀yìn ńlá majungo nù gbẹdọ̀gún ńkọ́tẹ̀ jìn gómìnàtì yàn ní ayíkò nà pàbí gbẹgẹ Zom Association sẹ́fìà nínú ọmọ awùchẹ̀ wà gán ìgbé àyìn kó zẹ́ báyìí bá kún lọ nù Naija gbẹdọ̀ ndẹ́ta nínú báyìí jìn gbẹdọ̀gún yẹ ìbánijìn ọkọ̀ dàgáyì. Ba gnage ba ga majien no ko tunu ayin gba ibo ba jin ba ga ko oye de rei ba la agnade tin nu ba na ba yi adwe ngbedo gwe ye eye ngun ata mba belo na nu adwe de mba yin maje ba za bedai watige osanu beda to kun pa ya ta tin ohun as aisi.
Jama'a assalamu alaikum barkanmu da warhaka kamar yadda aka saba ga takaitattun fassarar labaranmu na yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Ministan Lafiya da Harkokin Jama'a na ƙasa Dr. Ali Fati da Sakatariyar Harkokin Lafiya da Muhalli Dr. Adedelapo Fasiwe sun jaddada cewa lafiya na daga cikin manyan manufofin gwamnatin shugaba Bola Ahmed Tinubu wanda yake da tsarin bunƙasa su da inganta rayuwar al'ummar ƙasar nan. Wakilin Shaibu Onoze Yakubu ya rawaito mana cewa a cewar su tsarin lafiyar ƙasar na buƙatar garan bawul inda suka ce za a yi wa yaran mata daga masu shekaru 9 zuwa 14 allurar rigakafin ciwon dajin mahaifa domin kare lafiyar al'umma da kuma kyautata rayuwarsu. Kimanin zaurawa 16 ne suka amfana da gudunmawar inganta rayuwarsu daga wata ƙungiya mai zaman kanta a lokacin wani shiri na shekara-shekara da take yi domin kyautata rayuwar al'umma. Wakiliyar Safiya Noma Wuce ta rawaito mana cewa a taron da mata 'yan asalin shiyar kudu maso kudancin ƙasa suka halarta, ƙungiyar ta zaɓi shugabanninta waɗanda za su riƙe ta a wa'adin shekaru 3 masu zuwa. Abin da ya sauƙa kenan daga labaranmu na yau sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Minista n'ihe banyere ahụike na ọdịmma ndị mmadụ Dọkịta Ali Pate na onye odeakwụkwọ n'ihe banyere ahụike na nlekọta gburugburu Dọkịta Adedolapo Fasawe ekwuola ọzọ na otu n'ime ihe kachasị mkpa onyeisiala anyị Bola Ahmed Tinubu ga-eleba anya bụ ahụike ụmụ amaala ala anyị. Onye ọrụ anyị Shaibu Onoze Yakubu wetara akụkọ na ya bụ minista kwuru nke a mgbe ha gara ịgba ọtụtụ ndị ọgwụ mgbochi ọnya nke nwa bekee kpọrọ cervical cancer ma nyochakwa ha ahụ maka ọrịa ndị dị iche iche. Ihe dịka ụmụ nwanyị 16 bụ ndị di ha nwụnahụrụ enwetala ihe iti aka n'obi site n'aka otu akpọrọ Aizon n'isi ala anyị. Sefia Nneoma Uche wetara akụkọ na ya bụ otu bụ ndị otu ha gụnyere ụmụ agbọghọ na ụmụ nwanyị ndị lụgoro di sitere na obodo Niger Delta jikwazi ya bụ ohere họpụta ndị isi ọhụrụ bụ ndị ga-enye aka chịa ya bụ otu. Ọ gbakwunyekwara na ihe iti aka n'obi a ha wetara bụ ihe ndị otu a na-eme kwa afọ. Onye ọma gere m ntị, ọ gwụla ka ọha anyị n'ọnụ bụ akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Chebiri anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
Ẹ kú dédé ìwòyí o, ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún tìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ́yín. Mobọ́lájí Máti ni oníròyìn. Aláṣẹ ètò ìlera dókítà Ali Bátẹ̀ àti ọ̀gá àgbà fún ètò àyíká dókítà Adédọlápọ̀ Fásàwé tẹnumọ́ wípé ètò ìlera jẹ́ òpó kan tó ga jùlọ nínú ètò ìrètí ọ̀tun ti ìjọba ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ṣùáìbù Nasiru Yakubu ròyìn wípé wọ́n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ náà kalẹ̀ lásìkò tí wọ́n gba àlejò ẹgbẹ́ kan lórí ètò ìlera níbi tí wọ́n ti sọ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn ohun tó ṣe kókó nínú ètò ìlera. Lára àwọn tó rin ìrìn àjò náà ni Seinat Fíṣẹ̀ṣà. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ó mẹ́nuba àwọn nǹkan tí àwọn obìnrin láti máa ṣe àkíyèsí. Wọ́n fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́mọbìnrin ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára láti má fi àyè gba ọgbẹ́ inú tí wọ́n pè ní cervical cancer ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì níbi ètò ọ̀hún. Opó 16 rí àánú gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ kan tó pe ara rẹ̀ ní Aizon Association ní ìlú Abuja. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Sefia Nneoma Uche ròyìn wípé ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀dọ́mọbìnrin àti àwọn obìnrin láti agbègbè Niger Delta ló kópa. Bákan náà, ẹgbẹ́ náà tún ní àwọn aṣáájú tuntun tí yóò darí ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún fún ọdún 3 gbáko. Ọ̀pọ̀ opó ló sọ̀rọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sì ni àwọn aṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún. Àwọn tó rí àánú gbà sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé wọ́n dúpẹ́ gidigidi fún ìgbésẹ̀ rere tí ẹgbẹ́ náà gbé àti wípé ọdọọdún ni ètò náà máa ń wáyé. Ó kì í dùn púpọ̀, ṣeun ni ọbẹ̀ oge títí ìwòyí ọ̀la. Ojúmọ́ ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.